Hi, welcome back to Tybee Time. Today I'm going to make a Tuscan chicken. Here I've prepped some vegetables, cherry tomatoes, mushrooms, onion, garlic. I have spinach, baby spinach, and I have a can of chicken broth. Over here, I am searing on both sides, bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs. And once those are seared thoroughly, I'm going to pull them out of the pot, set them aside, and start a really nice Tuscan chicken cream sauce. Stay with me. Okay, I just removed the chicken from my pot, and I've left the drippings in here and all that goodness at the bottom of the pot. I'm going to add my onions and my garlic, and we'll get rolling. Hey guys, so I'm just taking a paper towel and wiping out any of the black stuff that, it was a lot of olive oil with black bits inside of it, but I've left what I could leave that was at the bottom of the pan, and that's called fond, and it's the goodness that's coming from the chicken that's been fried. So I'll be back. Okay, so I just turned my stove back on, put a little bit of olive oil down, and I'm going to add my onions and my mushrooms. Oh, and I want to also say, I want to give a shout out to a really good friend of mine, Elaine, who gave me this beautiful cutting board. I absolutely love it. And it has a forever place to live in this kitchen. I absolutely love this. I'm going to use it all the time. So thank you so much, Elaine. So right now I'm putting in my onions, my garlic, and my mushrooms. Oh, that's just throwing mushrooms away. Hang on, let me get that one back. Ah, look at that, I got it. So we're gonna saute this. Not like really long. We'll just let it get a bit fragrant. And we'll be back, okay? So let's get that rolling. Actually, there's a couple other items I wanted to show you that's gonna go into this recipe. One is heavy cream, that's gonna go in at the end. And the other is extra dry vermouth. I'm going to put a little splash of that in as well with my chicken broth. So again, just going to let these vegetables saute just a little, and we'll be right back. Okay, this is sauteing nicely, and now I'm going to add in my cherry tomatoes that I diced up. Okay, so we'll get that going. And then I'm going to sprinkle a couple tablespoons of flour so that I can get the sauce to thicken up a little bit. Okay, and here's a couple tablespoons of flour. It might not even be 2 tablespoons of flour, but a little more than a tablespoon, okay? So we'll just stir that around a bit. And then I'm gonna add my splash of extra dry vermouth, and that's gonna grab the bits from the bottom of this pan up. You want to get that flavor up off the bottom of the pan. I just want to get that flour kind of cooked out right now first. So let that go for, close to a minute to get the raw flour flavor cooked out, okay? Okay. So now, just a splash. Yeah. A little more. Okay, and we'll let that go. And that should thicken up a little bit with a bit of flour that we put in. Oh, that smells good. It smells really good. And again, now I'm going to add some of the chicken broth. I mean, this can, what does it say in here? Like, what, 2 cups? So let's just add some. Here's the thing. A lot of recipes don't call for this much sauce, but the sauce makes the whole thing to me. I totally love the sauce. And I'm gonna boil up some pasta and serve it over the pasta with the chicken. So the sauce is the star of the show in my eyes. The sauce is the star of the show. So I'm gonna get a little bit more of that. And I'm gonna let this go for maybe 5 minutes. Let me put a timer on it. Okay. Yep, I'm gonna let it go 5 minutes, and we'll see what's coming. Okay, here we are. It's thickening up just nicely, just a little bit thickened. And I actually just sprinkled in a couple shakes of cayenne pepper. I like things with a little tiny bit of heat. I didn't do much. And now I'm going to put the chicken back in this sauce, and I'm going to let it simmer for about 20 or 25 minutes. So let's get that back in. Just nestle it down in the sauce. Any drippings that are on the plate that you set it aside on, put them right back in as well. Okay, so I'm going to let that, like I said, I'm going to let it simmer about 20, 25 minutes. We'll be back. Hey guys, I just came back in the middle just to show you what's happening here. I told you this is simmering for 20 to 25 minutes, and oh, beautiful. Look at that. And again, see how the juice, because I love the sauce. The sauce is the star. And we're going to thicken that up with some cream at the end, but we've still got another 15 minutes left on the timer. I just want you to see what it looks like. Okay? All right. Cover it back up. We'll be back. Okay, guys, we're back, and now I'm going to add my heavy cream. And it's about a cup. I put about a cup of heavy cream in. Excuse me. And then I'm going to put my spinach in. And I'm going to let that simmer for another minute or two to get the spinach to wilt down. See what I mean? I know it looks like a lot of spinach, but spinach, it really just disappears once it wilts down. So this is pretty much the end of the recipe. We're going to let that wilt down. And once everything comes up to the temperature that I want it to be for serving, we're going to serve it. I'll be back. Guys, I totally forgot to tell you that I'm going to add Parmigiano. Look at this, Parmesan cheese. Oh, yeah, a ton of it. It was probably about 1/4 cup. That's going in. And that's going to come up to temperature. And then it's all going to be served on some, I did some egg noodles. You know how to do egg noodles. Do whatever noodles you want. Just do it by the package instructions, okay? But yeah, I forgot to tell you about the Parmesan cheese. And I'll probably add some fresh Parmesan on top just before I eat it. Look how beautiful this is. Oh, you guys, look at how beautiful this is. So I'm saying this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching Tybee Time.